Good Friday morning, everybody. Beautiful Friday morning here in Central Florida. Starting day off at 52 degrees, and it's beautiful, baby. This is fat boy weather. I don't care if it's negative 20 or 120. We're still going to have a good day. There's some people in Florida right now say, "Oh man, it's too cold," and there's some people are celebrating. Um, the weather is what it is. To deal with it, but I like it. This is about still in the perfect range for camping, tent camping in Florida. I don't enjoy tent camping in Florida in July and August. Just saying, um, but October through March, not a bad time. Excuse me. Well. What do we have here? So the children went to school yesterday, and their mother took them yesterday. We had a change because they're doing a conference at the church where we hold our school, and that conference starts today. And I think the wife is taking the girls to it tonight. Um, but we'll see. The best laid plan sometimes. You got to roll with the changes, right? I have some routines, but you can't get so stuck in your routine that you can't handle hiccups. You got to roll with them punches, baby. Just go with it. Don't let silly little secondary things keep you down. Someone was talking to me and said, "Gosh, there's so many different denominations of churches or religious organizations in general." And, I think a lot of it is people getting hung up on secondary issues. The primary issues, absolutely stick to your guns, but some of the stuff that just doesn't really amount to hill of beans, calm down. As long as you get them primary issues under control, all those secondary things, you figure it out as you grow. But we are human, and we do have some issues with tolerance from time to time, right? Or should I say intolerance? But no matter how you deal with it in a kind and loving manner. You can be stern and strict and not be hateful. See, I believe hatefulness to your children would be letting them do whatever they want, making sure they have fun, and don't ever correct them. To me, that's hatefulness. If you love them, you will train them up right and teach them right. And that's something you got to decide to do. It's not society's job to raise your children. It's not school's job to raise your children. It's not the church's job to raise your children. It's your job to raise your children. And if you don't do it, shame on you. To me, that's the biggest disgrace you could ever give. I was raised by my entire extended family included, and it was great. I knew what was right and what was wrong. It doesn't mean I always did right. And one of my cousins, um, we grew up close to, and we were more like brothers than cousins, and we fought. We had fun and we fought like brothers over the silliest things, right? But that's growing up. That's how it goes. Um, he's one of my family members I have probably a better relationship with. It's it's a whole different world now, though, isn't it? We ran around outside all day, didn't go inside. The worst thing you could do is tell us to go to our rooms. We hated it when it rained because then we couldn't go outside. If it was raining hard, it was raining light. We got out there anyhow until we get yelled at, getting muddy. And There wasn't any of these weird little distractions, right? No computers, no internet, no cell phones, no video games. If you wanted to go play video games when I was a young lad, you had to go to an arcade or go to a carnival or something. You didn't have that in the house until I was probably in high school when we got our first system, and my dad wasn't a full supporter of it, but then he and I started playing uh, different games on it, like different sports games and stuff together, and we found a way to spend time together. You know, we used to run around, play in parks, play in the woods, go to the old pond, and just have a real good time. And no matter what happened, whether we were getting along great or not, come the end of the day, we were all still friends. And nowadays, people don't want to look up at you and talk to you. They'd rather text you. And I don't know. I have a problem. I struggle with that. Now, I'm pretty good on the phone. I'll text message and call and all that stuff, but I'd rather talk to you face to face. Just saying. I turn my ringer off a lot. I put my phone on silent a lot because I don't want to be a slave to Pablo's bell. And if you don't know what that is, Google it. It's a good, I thought everybody learned about that in school. It's history. It's a good read. So I don't know. The reading is historical. I don't know how, and just do your best to be your best, and you don't know how you're doing if you're not taking a look at yourself. You should be your greatest critic, and you should appreciate those that point out your flaws. Hopefully they're decent when they do it, but even if they're not, think about what they got to say. Sometimes they're absolutely out of their mind. They don't know what they're talking about. They're jumping to conclusions, but sometimes they're giving you a little golden nugget of love. See, people don't care about you, ain't going to tell you what's wrong with you. But people who love you, they're going to tell you what's wrong with you. Sometimes they're going to be nice about it, and sometimes it's going to feel like you get hit in the face with a brick. But you need to appreciate it, because sometimes you need to be hit in the face with a brick. Proverbial brick. I'm not promoting violence. But anywho, I'm babbling too much Friday morning. Have an awesome Friday. Have an awesome weekend. Do your best to be your best. And no matter what happens, when you fail, pick yourself up, learn from it, and move on. Don't wallow in self-pity, because that doesn't do nobody any good.